Why? Why? Oh, that's right, he does it. You want to know who does? Lyin Ted. No, he's not. Stop lying. Oh my God, the kid's brainwashed. He thinks Putin's the one pulling the strings.
Don't feed the troll, dude. Just look away. Just look away.
Don't feed him. Exactly. He's the one who started it, for crying out loud. Okay. Donald Trump hates America. Good, Lyin Ted. Yeah, Dana. Where's Dana? Yeah, Dana. Yeah, Dana.
Yeah, Dana.
Dana Rohrabacher.
Dana Rohrabacher. Woo, we love you.
Impeach Ted Lieu.
Don't get ready.
You just did.
First, this is the third Politicon, so we just want to say thank you. This is by far the biggest crowd we've ever had.
The thing is that Dana's such a Russia-phile, though.
Which is almost as much as we have our whole
It's kind of a turn-off.
We have about 10,000 people this year, so
yeah.
Thank you very much for that.
Thank Trump!
Thank you, Trump!
We're also very thrilled because we have Democrats.
It's true, though.
It is.
Boo! Lyin Ted! Lyin Ted! Lyin Ted! Lyin! Yeah! Go Dana! Yeah, Dana!
A few months ago, I was at an event for the Congressional Hispanic Caucus Institute.
Ana Navarro's a RINO.
It's supposed to be nonpartisan, right? And the speaker was Ana Navarro.
RINO! She's a RINO.
Ana was supposed to do 7 minutes. That was supposed to be nonpartisan and just about education, that sort of thing. She did about 20 minutes.
You know what?
Bashing Trump.
That's your problem, not mine. Some of these adults are easily frightened. Whose problem is that?
They're leaving.
Bye-bye.
His Houghton is a
They have Trumpophobia.
Dr. Houghton is a PhD in intelligence history. He's been studying Russia for 25 years.
He's also a propagandist.
He's the curator of the International Spy Museum in Washington, D.C. Please welcome Dr. Houghton. He's a great panel.
He works for Russia.
Thank you all for being here. Quick disclaimer before we start. This issue is going to...
Look at them. They all ran away.
From every side. Let's try to keep it as respectful as we possibly can. Cheering and booing, okay. But let's avoid outright hostility. It's one thing to express your freedom of speech, but let's be respectful of the freedom of speech of the people here.
I know. They need that message right over there. Right over there.
Well, sick Malcolm on. So let me do a little bit of a broader introduction because we really are looking at an all-star panel of people from across the
except for Ted Lieu. No way.
But with also wonderfully diverse experience in the field that we're going to talk about today. So let me start on my left. Congressman Ted Lieu represents California's third.
Lyin Ted! Lyin Ted!
He serves on the House Foreign Affairs Committee.
Lyin Ted.
Judiciary Committee.
Lyin Ted.
He's only one of only 4 computer science majors in Congress.
And a lawyer.
So we talk about things like
and a dirty lawyer.
He has issues here. He's been an outspoken voice for greater attention on cybersecurity.
Yeah.
And he's also a veteran of the United States Air Force. Where he served abroad for 4 years. He continues to serve his country as a colonel in the Air Force Reserve. So thank you, Congressman Lieu.
He should be court-martialed.
Is Ana Navarro, who you
RINO! RINO!
Before this, she served actually in politics. National Hispanic co-chair for Governor Huntsman's 2012 presidential run. He has a new job, so I'd be interested to talk. If you don't know what he's doing now, it's certainly important to our topic today. Also, the
Ambassador to Russia.
John McCain's Hispanic Advisory Council in 2008.
Oh, no wonder he lost.
And worked with Governor Jeb Bush transitions team back when he was governor of Florida. She has dedicated a lot of her life to working for human rights, and specifically in Central and South America. And she's been special advisor to the government of Nicaragua, which is the country of her birth. So more than just a talking head on TV, she has an extraordinary background herself. To her left is Malcolm Nance.
Boo! He's a hack! Hack writer!
Experts in strategy and tactics of Al-Qaeda, organization, international terrorism, global security policy, and torture. So don't piss him off. He has nearly 3 decades of
listening to him is torture.
Terrorism intelligence and combat operations.
He's a total
in places
fraud.
that
He's a book
no one of
sign.
you really wants to go to, the Balkans, the Middle East, Sub-Saharan Africa, direct support U.S. Special Ops and intelligence community. He is presently the executive
it's biased
director
again. The
of
only
Charity
Trumper is
Institute
very
Project on
biased.
Strategy, Tactics, and Radical Ideologies, which magically spells out the tapestry in upstate New York. And he's the author of several books, and I'll only mention one. This includes The Plot to Hack America, How Putin, Cyber Spies, and WikiLeaks Tried to Steal the 2016 Election.
Lie.
Which is either the greatest.
It's true, it's a lie.
Nonsense, and we'll talk about that today. And then finally,
Fake news.
How we ended up with Dana Rohrabacher on stage, right?
Yeah, Dana! Yeah! Go, Dana!
Go, Dana!
Haters gonna hate.
California City 48th District.
You shut up.
Stretching along the Pacific coastline of Orange County.
We're allowed
He
to
is a
cheer.
senior member
Deal with it.
Of the House Foreign Affairs Committee.
Yes.
And is chairman of his Europe, Eurasia, and Emerging Threats Subcommittee.
Yes.
So exactly what we're talking about
Yes.
today.
He knows more
He's
than
also
Lyin
vice
Ted.
chairman of the House Committee on Science, Space, and Technology. Going back to the 1980s, prior to his first election in Congress, he worked as a special assistant to President Reagan.
Yeah!
7 years become the president's senior speechwriter. So when I talk about an all-star panel that spreads the gamut, that's what you have sitting in front of you. So regardless of your political affiliation, please, an early
as
hand
if.
for our panel here.
Yeah, Dana! Get rid of Lyin Ted!
Yay, Dana!
Lyin Ted!
So let's start with a fundamental question. I think we want to get ahead of ourselves here. In 2012, Mitt Romney called Russia the greatest geopolitical threat in the United States and was widely ridiculed.
And he was right.
Especially by Democrats. Now things have been somewhat reversed, with the Democrats leading the charge against Russian involvement in the election.
So he's a Democrat
Well,
too.
or anything else. While pro-Trump politicians are yelling everything from witch hunt to nothing burger, which is a great word.
Yes.
However, last weekend at the Aspen Security Conference, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Joe Dunford, said that while North Korea may be more of an urgent threat, and Iran and cyber terrorism are also great concerns,
Yes, they are.
Russia poses the greatest threat to national security. So let's talk about that
Well, not
now.
anymore.
I'll start with Malcolm, as Malcolm wrote the book on the last election, and obviously anyone else wants to chime in about how much should we be dealing with Russia as an adversary, as an antagonistic partner, or even as a straight-up enemy, or should we be
Antagonistic
working with them closely
partner.
on certain issues?
Well, let's start off with that question. You know, when it was brought up in 2012 that, you know, by Mitt Romney, Russia was our greatest adversary. You know, he had an entire history to work on. The president of Russia at that time, who had just installed himself again as premier a second time, who had been brought in under some pretty nebulous circumstances in 1997, became the president of Russia after some mysterious apartment building bombings that many in the counterterrorism community really attribute to the government of Russia themselves.
Sure.
A lot of evidence in that respect, considering they captured one of the crews planting bombs. All of these things being said, the president of Russia is a former KGB officer.
That's true. Yes, he is.
And when he left, when the Soviet Union fell, and he became the director of Russian intelligence under Boris Yeltsin.
Yeah, that's
the only thing that changed in that amount of time was the letters KGB changed to FSB, and they removed the border guards. That's it. The Russian spy agencies and the intelligence community got a better budget, more money, global ability to travel, less scrutiny during all of that time, but they are still James Bond villain evil. Everything
I won't challenge that.
Soviet Union,
The whole point is they think that Russia is a
everything
Trump.
that they did that we hated from 1917 to 1989, they have actually started to do again, but only removed communism. And they are now pushing an imperial policy using all of the resources, assets, and lessons learned during the period of the Soviet Union, and they decided they were going to take a shot at the biggest target.
Here's the other reason they brought Dana, because he's a big champion of Putin.
Because he's
Through
what?
He's a
propaganda
champion of
warfare,
Putin.
cyber warfare is the delivery system,
it's
and
kind
the
of
U.S. media and WikiLeaks as their laundromats, an ability to choose a president of the United States.
No.
And I will second my brother in the intelligence community, General Hayden, when I say that this is quite possibly the single greatest intelligence operation in the history of the world.
Lie.
If the evidence that we've seen already, which by the way, you guys are always complaining there's no evidence, That's because it's called intelligence. Intelligence is not evidence.
That's another lie. Boo! Boo! You're just selling books. You're a liar. You're a liar.
Because not only are you a computer scientist, but you have a law degree from Georgetown.
I'm not a gun, but I can fire.
A member of Congress, you can tell us all about it. You do see a lot of the information that perhaps
He said if I was triggered.
Can you talk about the relationship from your perspective with Russia?
That guy is selling
adversary,
books.
as a potential enemy, or as someone who can work with on several issues?
Sure, thank you for that question. Let me first of all thank all of you for being here. The more people that...
Boo! Lyin Ted! Lyin Ted!
I don't have any problem with the U.S. having close relations with other countries, including with Russia.
Okay.
What I have a problem with is a president of the United States that acts like he is beholden to Russia.
Boo! That's a lie! Lie!
Which is why both houses of Congress
Lyin Ted.
overwhelming bipartisan basis passed the strongest sanctions on Russia.
Look how violent they are. They're violent. Boo!
To the President of the United States is,
They're going to tell us to leave.
Donald Trump, we do not trust you to do the right thing on behalf of the American people.
Boo! Boo!
So, I looked at the classified report. I went to classified briefings.
Go ahead, bring them on.
The President of the United States is just lying when he says Russia did not do this cyber attack last year or this massive influence campaign.
Lie.
He did. And you don't have to trust me. You can trust his own director of national intelligence.
I don't trust
his own director of the NSA, his own CIA director,
I don't
all
think
of whom say exactly
which
the
one?
same thing.
Comey was
The
fired.
evidence is there. That's why Congress acted, and that's why we urge them to sign the bill.
Even was it?
I want to.
Hi.
I want to be a moderator that fact checks.
Thank you.
There needs to be, and I want to back this up. Last weekend, at the same Aspen Security Forum, the current Director of National Intelligence, Dan Coates, the current Director of the CIA, Mike Pompeo, the current, what did they say, the current Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security, the current Chief of Staff of the
Right.
White House,
Yeah.
and current Counterterrorism and Cyber Advisor Tom Bossert all stated unequivocally, now I'm not making this up, unequivocally that Russia was behind the hacks of the election. Pompeo, not exactly a tree-hugging liberal Democrat, said, quote,
Whoa.
I am confident that the Russians meddled in this election, as is the entire
No, they didn't.
intelligence community.
Blah.
So, putting that aside, let me go to
Suddenly they don't want to clap, though.
Because you've been very patiently listening.
Now, if they attempted to attack, that's one thing. But the idea that they infiltrated and changed it,
something
no.
to say about this. So please,
Maybe that's
give
where
us-
this confusion
give
is.
us the perspective from that other side. It should be on.
Hello.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate being able to speak to people who obviously don't like me, so I'll give
They have issues, Dana. We love you, Dana. Go, Dana.
you a chance to hear what I have to say, so maybe I can change your...
Go, Dana.
And, yeah. So, let me just note that as we talk about Russia, let me just note that I think I'm probably the only person in this room, or probably maybe in this state, that actually conducted himself during the Cold War that put me in direct combat with Soviet troops. I have been engaged in various operations.
That's right. He's a veteran and nobody cares.
In Central America and in Vietnam and elsewhere that put me at great risk in order to defeat communism.
Yes.
Let me just note that.
Yes. Defeat communism.
That the Soviet Union was our enemy, and when Ronald Reagan became president,
Yes.
he rightfully said our primary enemy, and he prioritized
allowed to
our
be-
enemy. He said,
I'm allowed to.
This is what we have to do. We're gonna bring down the Soviet Union. And he just basically said, well, what's your strategy? Your strategy is we win, they lose, go make it happen. Okay, I am proud to be one of those people who made that happen.
Yes.
In a big way.
Yeah.
With that said,
Oh, they want the Soviet Union to stay in
the
power.
Russians
Yeah,
talked about
they don't
peace
wanna
through
clap at
strength
that.
in those days. Strength was to bring us peace. It was not to put us in a position to maraud all over the world and be
right.
the protector of the world in every conflict. And it was certainly not so we can be strong and belittle the Russian people forever.
That's right.
Having been part of the communist system.
Right.
Now, how long has it been since you were in Russia? Yes.
Yes, you.
Well, I haven't been there, but my friend...
Whoa!
Children.
Malcolm Nance, fake news. No, it's for some us.
I would tell you something. Your kids
Opinion, I'm just sharing my views.
That you would gather if you.
She has issues.
Congressman Lieu, have you been to Russia?
I have not.
You have not. Okay, let me just.
Whoa.
My job for the last 6 years, but even before that, because I was a special assistant to President Reagan, was to know what was going on in Russia. Today, I am the chairman of the subcommittee that oversees our relations with Europe, Russia, and Central Asia.
Yeah!
We have people here who are advocating policies, and they have not been to Russia.
Yeah! Lyin Ted.
The Russian people are not our enemies. And
I
since
agree.
the end of the Cold War,
The people.
instead of what Ronald Reagan wanted
The
when
people.
they withdrew all of their troops from Eastern Europe, what Ronald Reagan wanted was for us to embrace them as our friends and
Yes.
make them part of the Western civilization, you might say.
Yes.
Well, what happened was what? Was an unrelenting hostility from a group of people in our government, an unrelenting hostility. It resulted in chaos, and the Russians didn't know what to think about that. Now, I will tell you, there are some bad guys in Russia.
Yes!
Putin is one of them.
Yeah!
Let me just note this. We got a lot of bad guys in America.
Yes!
And you know what?
Hillary Clinton. She is a man.
Hold on, listen.
Lyin Ted.
Putin to me is
I know,
like
there's
Mayor
snowflakes.
Haley and his gang. He's certainly not acceptable to democratic standards, but when you prioritize what the threat to us today is, it is no longer the Soviet Union.
Duh!
The threat today is radical Islamic terrorism.
Yeah! Yeah! And jihad!
Our past president could not use those words.
He was a coward.
We now have a president who can.
I'm allowed to speak. They're doing it too, and you do nothing about it.
Let me just note.
I'm allowed to be here. I got it. Thank you. I'm good. No. You guys are cheering too. You're disrupting Dana, so be quiet.
You're disrupting Dana.
You've been yelling in my ear for
Right here.
Get out of here, man.
Right here.
Trust me,
I'm allowed to speak. No, I'm going to stay right here.
I promise this will be a conversation.
Okay, what about it?
If we
I can't have a video? He's a public official.
So Russia.
She has video. Okay, just a sec. Okay, to talk to you? Okay, just a sec. Okay, I'm leaving my stuff.
Can help us defeat those people who would put a nuclear weapon into a container and put it in the Long Beach harbor if they could.
Okay,
The Russians
I didn't get a
aren't gonna
warning
do
about it.
We have a senator that's willing to
Okay,
do
so
that
just
today.
stop and go.
We need to defeat radical Islamic terrorism.
I know you had this recording.
Okay.
Yeah, so but it's a very contingent environment. We just need to try and play fair with everybody.
Okay, and they have to do the same because okay, so you're telling them too, right?
Yes,
Okay, that's fine. Got it. Okay, got
That's
it.
exactly it.
Has been just over and over and over again. When we
Oh,
could
sorry,
do something that would hurt them, we have done it in the last 15 years.
So let me get Dana Rohrabacher involved.
That doesn't
I
make
really
sense.
love
They're
the fact
elected
that we have
officials.
Someone who understands politics.